balanced fare, true to its traditional values, while hosting a lot of material that wasn't sourced from a BBC reporter. And we have a lot of techniques for dealing with that, but basically what we do is we make it very clear what is coming from a BBC reporter and what is coming from the member of the public, and we're transparent with users about the content, about what we know and what we don't know. The public are getting incredibly creative about how they use new technologies. So you're finding radio content being consumed on television, video being consumed on mobile phones, text even appearing on digital radios, because digital radios now have screens that you can show content on. Everything is blurring in practice, and the broadcasters have to be very responsive to what's happening in specific places. In Africa, people are using text on mobile phones. There's just enormous traffic in text now from Africa. And a lot of that is coming into the BBC, commenting on our output, and we use it on air. And that's growing. We do a competition every other year for the public to elect their favourite footballer of the year. This year it was Abu Trika from Egypt who won. And this year we had 3 times more traffic than we did 2 years ago. And the thing you might be familiar with on bbcarabic.com is this program, which is Nuqtat Hawar. This program uses text, mobile phones, webcams, email, mobile phone calls, and hosts a conversation between the audience across the Arab world on topics that they've often set. So the BBC becomes the host for a conversation between audiences across the Arab world, often on issues that they care passionately about, but may not necessarily be in the news headlines. Now, to facilitate conversations like this, we give access through our websites to software, but this is all commercially available. You can find it for yourselves independently. This software enables you to record audio and send it to the BBC. If you use this, you can record a video and send it to the BBC. And having supplied all this content, audiences now tell us they don't want to watch it when we schedule it. So the BBC has created something called the iPlayer. So you can go onto the internet, you can select the BBC iPlayer, you can watch any content broadcast by the BBC for the last 7 days at your leisure, when you want to do it. This iPlayer, in December of this year, had 100 million downloads requested from it. It's growing at a pace that's hard for us to measure. And when you get bored, as a user, you'll go off and do something else. This thing's called, what is it called? It's Armenian for bunny, and it's called a Nabataz, I think. But it wirelessly sits by your bedside. It will take a RAS feed from the BBC and tell you the news in the morning. It'll speak it to you. And when you get fed up with the BBC, you can ask it to sing to you, and if you want the weather, it'll give you that as well. And the users are taking our content, they're talking about it on Twitter, they're posting it on YouTube, all beyond our control. And somebody who did not work for the BBC on Second Life has created a virtual space where you can go and watch BBC content and experience BBC live events. So broadcasters, basically anybody can broadcast now. No, we're not alone, and there is content flying in both directions. And in order to maintain contact with our audiences, we believe as a broadcaster, we've got to seize that and become part of the whole process. But this isn't all social comment or lighter stuff. This is sometimes deadly serious. When the bombs went off in central London, it was the first time we at the BBC realized how important this is, because the images of those bombings that were broadcast on the BBC, some of the most powerful of them came from people, members of the public who were caught up in the bomb blast, who held up their mobile phones, took photographs and emailed them to the BBC. And we didn't ask them to, they just did it. And all that was broadcast as part of our news output. So at the end of the day, however this content is traveling around and in whatever direction it is flowing, our experience is that users still really care about quality, and if it's good quality, they'll seize it, but they expect to be it to be engaging and to enable them to engage with it. And so I'll end just on a brief clip of video. This was when, I don't know whether you know about flash mobs. In the UK, there was a craze for, you'd phone up lots of people you didn't know, you'd say we're going to do something crazy in public, and lots of people would turn up and just do something weird in public. And so the BBC put one of its orchestras in a mainline railway station at rush hour, and it played an opera. And all the commuters who were passing by stopped and got caught up in it and started taking part. And the whole thing was broadcast live on BBC One, the main channel in the UK. I'll give you a flavour for it. Thank you.
التحية لجميع من شاركونا الآن في هذه الأمسية. أرجو من أبنائي الحاضرين التوجه للجهة اليسرى أو اليمنى والتخفيف عن البوابات تكرما. الآن ننتقل للزميل معالي الدكتور عادل الطويسي ليحدثنا في هذه الأمسية، فليتفضل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بداية نتقدم بالشكر لجامعة الملك سعود على هذه الدعوة الكريمة. مداخلتي كنت قد عددت لي 20 دقيقة والآن أبلغت بوقت أقل الواقع، بالإضافة لهذا الوقت الذي أخذته التكنولوجيا. العولمة الثقافية والهوية الوطنية في ظل ثورة الاتصال والمعلوماتية، وهذا